Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today's soap making video goes along with the last soap that I made. In that video I had done a kiwi and banana fruit parfait type of soap, and I loved how that turned out. And it got me thinking about other fruity treats that you could have for breakfast, although this one I think you can have at any time if you wanted, because they have shops everywhere that you can just go get a smoothie. So we're going to be doing a fruit smoothie inspired soap today. The fragrance I have picked out is called Mango Papaya, and that is what the rest of the soap is going to be themed around, mangoes and papayas. So I'm going to start by adding in my lye solution that has sodium lactate in it, lye and distilled water, into my oils, and I've also added some kaolin clay and some coconut milk powder too, and we'll get that to a very thin trace. So I've just mixed and stirred that up until it is still liquidy, but everything has been fully incorporated. Those oils are all evenly distributed with the lye solution. And I'm going to start splitting this off into some colors here. Into this bucket I've mixed together some kernel mustard, yellow from Soapbox Micas, with just a tiny bit of mango tango from Nurture's soap. I want it to be like that mango-y color, not too yellow but not too orange. And here I'm going to add some titanium dioxide and distilled water that's been mixed together. And into this big container I am going to be using some of this Tropical Sunrise. I spilled oil on this, but Tropical Sunrise by Soapbox Micas. And I used that in the donut soap. As you can see, I really like the color that turned out. It's like the outside still stayed kind of orange and the inside was a very pinkish orange looking, I guess. To me that looks like a papaya, and there's a story to go along with that, but I think that would have been the perfect papaya color, so therefore that is what I'm going to add to the big bucket here. And I'll probably add in, just like I did with the other soap, some poppy seeds to make it look like the seed bits in a papaya. So let me add these colors and we'll get them mixed up and add our fragrance. I'm not adding the fragrance to the white because it does have 1% vanillin in the fragrance and it says it discolors to a tan. So I don't want that to happen to my white color. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take that white and I'm going to plop it into the papaya color and start pouring that into my mold. And then what I'll do is I'll use that mango color, which by the way so far looks spot on to the color of mango. I was really hoping I would get something like that because I was struggling with finding the perfect in between yellow and orange, and I actually cut open a mango just to get an idea of the color of the inside, because I had to compare it and I had to get it right, and I think that looks very much like mango, so hopefully it stays that color. Alright, I'm going to start by pouring this big bucket into my mold here, and then I'll drop swirl the papaya part into it. Hopefully that white distributed all over the place because that's what I wanted. So just put all of this in here. I'll scrape this out. I'll pour in the rest of that papaya color. It really does not look like a papaya color right now. It looks very much like watermelon. But I promise it does turn to that pinkish orange color once the soap is set up. So let me go ahead and scrape these guys out, and then I'll bring you back in for the icing part of it and show you the embeds that I'm going to put on. Okay, so frosting color, I mixed up some Sunshine Yellow by Nurture, and I've just got an open round tip here to put on like dollops of, I guess, like frozen looking milkshake, because I am, just like my last video where I talked about I have a weird thing with yogurt, I also have a weird thing with smoothies, and I like mine like ice cold, frozen, almost like ice cream or a sorbet. I hate warm, runny, goopy, chunky smoothies. I just can't eat it. It really grosses me out. So if I have a smoothie, it has to be ice cold. So I thought these would look like frozen yogurt dollops or something. And the embeds that I'm going to put on here will also show you why this color is going to make sense. But I'm just going to go ahead and put all these dollops on here before I go get those embeds, and we're going to stick them on. So, icing is on there. I'm getting lots of cheese vibes from this. I was going for like a pineapple or like a banana looking topping, and it's looking more like cheese, but it's okay. It'll look good once it's all pulled together. So I've cut up some orange melt and pour to kind of look like mango slices, just like I did with those kiwis. Not the most realistic, but I wanted mango chunks on here. So that is that. I also have some straws that I'm going to stick on the side because it is a milkshake, or I keep saying milkshake, smoothie. Come on, Tiara. Has anyone ever had a fresh papaya? Because I've never had a papaya before. I've maybe had like things flavored like it, but I've never had a fresh papaya. And so I went to the grocery store the other day and I saw some, and I'm like, what the heck? Let's take it home. Let's put it in some smoothies or fruit bowls. And I got the pineapple, I've got the mango and the kiwi and the banana, and I'm ready to go. So I didn't even know how to peel it or cut the thing. So I had Bradley do it. He is the fruit cutter and peeler because I absolutely hate it. I won't eat fruit if I have to cut it or peel it. I don't know, I'm lazy. So he gets this papaya and he peels it. And it's really pretty, actually. The inside of it is really pretty. The color, it's just a really pretty giant fruit. So then he cuts it up, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, those seeds are so weird looking. What do you do with those? They look like fish eggs. There's a lot of them, and I just couldn't get over the fact that they look like fish eggs so much. It was really weird. I'd never seen them up close, so I knew it had seeds. I just didn't know they looked like that. So he cuts it up, and I ate it, and I didn't like it. It's one of those fruits that I could live without. It didn't really have much flavor. It wasn't very sweet. It wasn't very tropical tasting. It wasn't my bag of chips. And I don't know if maybe I just got a bad one, or if it was too ripe or not ripe enough. But I don't think I'll ever buy a papaya again. That is for sure. So I don't even know quite what to do with that. If I like freeze it and maybe mix it in with other things, it won't go to waste, I suppose. Alright, so I have stuck all my straws on there, and I have some shredded up white melt and pour soap that I wanted to look like coconut, just if I can get it off of my fingers. It's very sticky. I wanted it to look like shredded coconut on top of the soap, as if it were like a topping. Let's try that. And that's why I did the soap frosting yellow, so that this really sticks out. If it were white, I feel like you wouldn't be able to see it. So I'm going to just go ahead and put this all over here. I'll give it a spray with a rubbing alcohol, maybe a little shimmer or sparkle or glitter of something. And I'll let it sit for 24 hours. And I'll come back and we'll cut it and see what the inside looks like. The soap is very summery. It kind of reminds me of one of those shirts that you wear in the summer and it changes colors when you go out in the sunlight. Does anyone else know what I'm talking about? I just feel like this is such a bright, colorful fun summery soap, and then when I cut into it, that color that I put in there, it's supposed to look like papaya, is going to change colors, and it's not going to be that pink anymore. So it is a color changing summery soap. Okay, I'm done. I'm done with that. Alright, let's see what this looks like on the inside. I have been waiting for all of my neighbors to stop cutting their lawn for a hot second so that I could cut this. But it looks like a totally, ooh, look at that. Totally different soap than I thought. Hello. I thought it was all going to be this color, but now some of it is still pink. So I think that pink is going to turn back. Oh gosh, I don't even know. I think it's going to turn, yeah, it should turn back to that outside color, so it should turn out, wow, okay. I think once it hits the air, it will eventually go back to this color. If not, it really is like some color changing magical soap, because the other times I've used this tropical sunset mica, it has gone to that orangish color, but that's really wild. It looks really good though. Even if it does stay like that, I think that's really cool. Because that's not what I meant to do. I'll have to take a before and after picture so you guys can see once it sits and cures for a couple weeks what it looks like. Alright, didn't expect that. Maybe it'll be a happy surprise. So even though I didn't like the taste of papaya, I do love this scent. It smells so good. It's so fruity and yummy, and it makes me want to eat it, but I know it's just as deceiving as that papaya was. Wow, you guys, I'm really like, I don't even know what to think about this soap. I mean, I don't mind it if it stays that color. I really don't, but it should. Wow. Alright, I'm just gonna stop now. Anywho, you guys probably see some other soaps in the background. I got a rebatch going of my outer space galaxy solar system soap going on. I like to play with the scents and the colors on it and restock that at least once a month. So this one will also be available on the next soap release with this mango papaya soap, and that is going to be on July 28th. And you can get your hands on one of these, or the space soap. I think these are so adorable and so summery. I absolutely adore those little paper straws on the top of there, and the coconut, and the icing. I'm just so happy with this, I think. This keeps surprising me. Alrighty. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, why haven't you subscribed? Come on, you know you want to. If you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the comment section down below. And until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day, and I'll smell you later.